Would you believe that this beautiful quilt pictured on the right started from the picture on the left? Yes, you heard me right. And the student in the middle, along with his classmates, turned it into fabric and made this beautiful quilt. It was a class collaboration. Follow along and I'll show you the transformation. We started with hand-painted roses. Each student created their own motif. Nothing fancy, just expressive brush strokes and color. Then we picked one of those flowers to represent the whole entire class. The reason we picked one is so that we could create a cohesive color scheme on our final project. Then we brought their artwork into the Repper.app, and this is where the magic happens. Repper takes a single doodle and transforms it into seamless repeating patterns. The students were blown away watching their art multiply, rotate, and bloom into full, repeatable designs. It was just pure magic. With this being part 2 of my Doodles to Dollars series, I did take the time in part 1 to share with the class how they can upload their Repper tiles into a print-on-demand store and make passive income. Now, this part 2 of the Repper series is going to make a transition over to my quilting community because I have a wonderful quilting community watching all of my videos. And I have stumbled across this Repper app, and it has changed my life. And I mean that for sincerely. This app allows me, and as you can see, the students, to create their own tiles, take it across fabric, and make our own fabric lines. And next, I'm going to show you how to upload these tiles into Electric Quilt 8, and we are going to start making a whole cloth quilt. Now, in this whole cloth quilt design here, you might hear me use the word cheater cloth, but as a group, my Georgia Long Arm Connection group, we have decided we are going to rename the cheater cloth to Smart Panels. So in this video, you might hear it called cheater cloth, but from here on out, we're going to change the term because we're working smarter. We're not cheating. We're working smart and creating our own panels, which are now called Smart Panels. Okay, so I decided to make my quilt top 6-inch square, and it's going to be 6 across and 7 down. So now I want to start filling my blocks. So I go over here to design, and I've got an extra row here because I noticed that before, for some reason I didn't put my extra row in, and I don't know why. So I'm going to go back to, let's see, block, design table. I'm in my design table. So now I want to make sure that I'm in my blocks, and I want to pick the correct block. These are all the different designs I've been trying, and I landed on this style here. Okay, So I added to my quilt so that it is actually 36 by 42. And I am going to come over here and put in another block. So I want to go to Repper. The last one I brought in was this one, which is this. So now I'm going to bring in this one. Give it a try. I'm going to export it. Like I said, it's trial and error. This one's at 150 DPI. Okay. So I want to go over here to work table and take this one out. I'm pretty sure that that's the one I want to bring in. Fingers crossed. Okay. See, it's rather big. It's already 37 by 20. So let's see if it'll scale down appropriately. Might be too big to scale down, but we'll give it a try. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. There it did. It worked. Okay. I want to save it. Add it to the fabric. I love that sound. That means it worked. So now I want to go to my quilt table. I want to find my fabric and my last design that I just brought in and add it to my quilt. Isn't that pretty? Oh, wow. Now, I've noticed I got two light ones together. So I think I'm going to put that one here. See, I got light, light, light. And I'm going to refill this one with something else. But in the meantime, I'm going to save so I don't lose it. Because sometimes this table will get a little unstable with all these different new fabrics and it'll quit on me. And if I don't save it, I will lose it. And here is the quilt top. Now it looks a little different from when I last left off with you because I believe these were pink and what I did was a color switch and I just added the light gray. I thought that was really pretty instead of the hot pink. It kind of calmed it down a little bit. And then I had the light, dark, light, dark, light, dark combination throughout. Oh, isn't it pretty? Let me see if I can get all of it in there. There we go. Take a good look. Okay, I'm not seeing any areas that I want to redo. And I think what I really love about this is look how it goes real narrow here and then forms this circle. Gorgeous. So now let me go back down. Let's see. I am going to... Next, I'm going to export this quilt top as a high resolution PNG to my desktop. So the next thing that I want to do is rotate it for Spoonflower because this is how it will go across the fabric. And then I want to save it and resize it. And I'm going to hit save. And I'm going to call this one high resolution 150 DPI. Save. And this is a PNG on my desktop. Next, I log into my free storefront on Spoonflower. I'm going to go into my design library and add my design. High resolution DPI. I want that one. The next step is to proof our fabric. In this case, I went back and took a picture of it because I left it out, and I've already named it and kept it private since it's not my fabric to sell. It belongs to my students. But in any case, you would proof it, give it a name, fill out all of the indicator boxes so that if someone's looking to buy your fabric, they understand what it looks like, what it's all about, how the collection came to be. But right now, we're just going to proof. So you click on that hyperlink on proof, and this is what you see next. When you first click into the proof box, it's going to be zoomed all the way in. So you're going to want to zoom out till you get to this section here. And then you'll see a pink line, the pink box. That is the box around your design. If you click off of the pink box and you see a white line, then you know that you have problems because that white line is going to show up on all of your fabric. So you got to make sure that your design is butted up against each other and there's no white lines. That's when you might have some issues. Plus, you do not want to see a pixelated design here. If it's pixelated, then you cannot print it. It won't work. So no lines and no pixelations. Has to be absolutely perfect because it will print the way you're seeing it right now. Okay, so I'm saying looks good. And sometimes you're done proofing, but this is still thinking over here. Don't lose faith. If you can get to that proofed area, you know it's up there. It's just taking time to generate along all of these pictures. And I have different ways that I can save my thumbnail. I can save it up close here, or an 8x8 that's even closer, or more of what the pattern truly looks like. I like this here. I really do like this because you can see the patterns, but I like to give a better visual of what the quilt top looks like. So that's the thumbnail I picked. And when just before I sized this, I went ahead and sized it, and I'll show you how I did that in a minute. But this was measuring like I want to say 48 by, or like, excuse me, gosh, I can't remember now, but I think it was a 48 by 42 or something like that. And of course, that's what I wanted. I wanted it a little bit bigger because what you want to do is you go in and edit. And notice this area right here. If this was already over here at 100%, which meant that this was too big and I had to bring it back. That's what you want to do. If this is too small, you can't make it any bigger. But if it's a little bit too big, you can scale it back. And I wanted to scale it so that I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are my 6 by 7 squares. I think it's lovely. Now what we want to do is press save. So next we are going to take a look at it on fabric. And this is going across a yard of fabric. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 42 by 36. And this is what it looks like if you start to buy more than 1 yard. Is that Spoonflower, even though it's $20 a yard, Spoonflower has a lot of sales, and I usually wait till it's on sale, and I can get it at $14 and $15 a yard versus $20, which is much more reasonable when it comes to designer fabrics. I'm really pleased with that. And staying true to my word, I waited for it to go on sale, and I put my order in, and lo and behold, look what it turned out to look like. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how I took this smart panel and quilted it into a beautiful quilt. And here's a sneak peek of the quilt. So stick around. Hope to see you in my part 3.